What's up, everybody? This is Rob coming to you live, and I wanted to come on here tonight and talk to you guys about what I've been up to for the last couple days and just some things that I learned coming from a thing that I was out in California for the last couple days. It's called Vidcon, which I'm not really quite sure what it stands for, but I want to talk to you about what I learned there. And then I also want to come in here and announce the winner of the 5-day challenge and talk about some upcoming challenges that are coming up that I'm trying to see if you guys are interested in doing. So let's go ahead and get started. First of all, so I went to Anaheim, California for 3 days, and let me tell you, it was crazy. Well, first of all, getting out there was okay. Flying out Southwest, first time flying out that way, and then I took the bus from here to Atlanta, which is about a good 4-hour trip, and I have to say, it was a tiny bit sketchy, but I made it. So we made it there, and instantly, when you walked into the convention area, you just felt the energy. You just felt like everybody was just, so happy to be there, and there was just like, these YouTube celebrities running around that people were just so into. And there was a lot of guest speakers and some panels, and then, a lot of Q&A with a lot of the famous people on YouTube and stuff. And my daughters went because they like these YouTubers, and, to them, they're like celebrities. So we got to hear like screaming girls all the time. And they were just like, and they didn't see anybody. And actually, if you paid attention to my Instagram stories at all, I captured the whole thing on video. It was insane. So if you're not into my Instagram, it's at Robert Fenton, but check it out if you don't. Anyway, so while we were there, my daughters had a great time. They learned a lot, or they got to meet their favorite YouTubers, and I actually got to learn quite a bit about how to present yourself on social media, because when you put yourself out there, well, first of all, I think I learned like 3 things, and I want to share them with you. So the first thing I learned is if you are going to promote yourself on social media, you've got to go all in, and you've got to make it work every single day. And what I mean by this is some of these YouTubers have been on YouTube every single day for the last 10 years. And they're just up there talking on stage, some of the really famous ones, and they're just like, yeah, I've been making YouTube since before some of y'all were born, and I have about 3,000 videos out there. I'm like, whoa, 3,000 videos? Are you kidding me? And this guy, he was talking about some of the stuff that they put out early on when they first started, and it was just crap. They said that they put out these videos, and, at the time, YouTube was fairly new, and, the whole art of vlogging and putting, building a business on social media was still relatively new back then. So understandably, it was an art that needed to be built from the ground up, and a lot of these people did that. But admittedly, a lot of their videos that they first came out with were complete crap, and they went forever without having hardly any subscribers. But they knew, and the second thing I want to talk to you about is, they knew that regardless of where they were at that moment, whether they only had a couple subscribers or a few people watching their videos, they knew that they were on to something big and they needed to just keep going. So they kept going and going and going for years. And some of them have millions and millions of subscribers, and they're making money, and all they do is YouTube now. They don't even have jobs anymore. Like when they first started, they would probably go do their YouTube video after work, or before work. They would wake up, which is, kind of what I do. I wake up in the morning and I knock out all my free content and stuff, and I plan out these videos and everything, and I post on Instagram. And my hair is a little jacked. Sorry, I'll take care of that tomorrow. But these people, these famous YouTubers, just kept at it and going and going and going, and they believed in themselves. And that's the third thing I want to talk to you guys about, what I learned about VidCon. The first thing was, the length of time. The second thing was the perseverance. The third thing I want to talk to you about, what I learned at VidCon about some of these famous YouTubers, and I think applies to all people promoting themselves on social media, is the fact that they are known for like some of the most, like some of these YouTubers, they go in deep and their niches are based on like pain. And I think that's what most people, when they sell on social media, when they're branding themselves as a coach or some sort of providing a service of helping other people, they have to niche themselves based on a pain point. And some of these YouTubers, their pain points was like mental illness. And some of it was like, you know, what was another one? So mental illness. A lot of it was based on, you know, cooking. A lot of it was like makeup tutorials and stuff like that. Something that somebody needed. So they niched themselves on a common universal need. And some of it was very painful. So we had one guy who's based on mental illness, you know, another person who was based on depression. And, you know, what happened was they drew this audience in. And this is a huge takeaway for people who work on social media and build businesses, is if you think that you're alone on an island on social media, you're the only one shouting out your brand and your niche, you're completely wrong. Because some of these YouTubers, I watch their videos and I'm like, well, you know, that's not how I was taught to make videos. They're very loose, they're very spontaneous, you know. They're just very like off the cuff, they say whatever they want to say, but yet people are drawn into them. They've got people chasing them on the street in Anaheim. They got girls screaming at them. They got guys like me coming up to them and say, hey, you know, my daughter watches your videos. You know what I'm saying? So the point is that regardless if you think that your message isn't being heard, or if you think your message isn't strong enough, or if you think that you're not, you know, reaching anybody, if you stay consistent, if you reach out to people every day, if you do what you're supposed to do every single day, the compound effect, whatever you want to call it, the compound effect will kick in. I'm telling you, and it may take a little bit, but it is so worth it. I mean, these guys were proof in the pudding right here. This was it. And their audience, you know, was a reflection of them. So some guy might be talking about depression and his audience consisted of a lot of people suffering from the same thing, but it was relatable, and his niche was how he got over depression, and a lot of people related to him, so they gravitated toward him, and now they look to him for guidance and comfort, whatever it is that they provide for him on YouTube. So essentially that kind of, you know, it might be a different format, it may be under like, you know, videos or whatever, instead of Instagram, which is what I focus on, but it's basically the same concept. Regardless of the platform, niching yourself based on a certain deep pain, universal pain that people might feel, could very well draw you in that audience that you need. Proof in the pudding is like my Food Prep Life Instagram page. I have almost 69,000 followers in there. I kind of feel like I touched a very large nerve when it comes to a niche. Like everybody likes to eat, right? And a lot of people like to get healthy. So that's probably naturally why I got so many people that just go right into my Instagram for my Food Prep Life, because of those two things. And I just keep it positive and motivational, and I just keep, you know, people coming in. So there are other Instagram accounts that everyone don't grow so fast because it's not such a widely like loved niche. Like I have an Instagram account that is my father's Hawaiian vacation pictures that he takes with his professional camera, and this guy, my dad, is a huge photographer. He's been shooting photos for years, and I want him to put his work out there. Well, people may love Hawaii, but it's a very small, tight niche, Hawaiian photography, so the following doesn't grow as fast as the Food Prep Life, because that taps into a more universal niche, which I think a lot of these YouTubers did. So wanted to share those things with you, what I learned at Vidcon. Just keep going. That's all I can say is just keep going. And if you miss a day, you miss a day. Like yesterday I posted, I said, I missed today. Sorry, I was so tired from coming back from South California. I think it was Anaheim. I was so tired. Like we got off the bus at 2:30 in the morning or 1:30 in the morning. My wife got me. We were back in. I was in bed by 3, and I just slept my way through all the way till almost noon. And for the rest of the day, I was just garbage. So it's tough for me to do anything. But sometimes you just gotta take care of yourself. And so here I am today, back at it. And your body and your business. If you gotta take that one day just to regroup and get back into it, your business will not suffer for it. So just jump back in and get back on the horse and forgive yourself. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I wanted to share with you. So that was VidCon. I'm probably going to go again next year. It was a lot of fun. So I wanted to share that with you. And now I'd like to talk about this past 5-day challenge that we had. And I'm going to tell you, it was a lot of fun. So many people interacted with it. I love the fact that people not initially posted and then other people jumped right in and commented. I mean, I could just feel the algorithm of Instagram just rise for you people, because there was just like so much interaction going on. So I thought it was awesome. And so unfortunately there can only be one winner, and trust me, it was no fun going through every picture and every comment to make sure that this one person that I picked did everything, but they did, and they stayed consistent like a lot of you did. So Cassie Wedlick, you are the winner, so congratulations. And I'll be reaching out to you to talk to you about how we're going to deliver that Gary Vaynerchuk book to you. So congratulations to Cassie, and thank you to the rest of you who participated. And you're thinking, well, you know, shoot, you know, I participated in a challenge. When is it my turn to win something? And I completely understand. So I know, right? Yay! So what we got coming up is that 5-day, a lot of fun for everybody. I want to go big. I want to try something bigger, all right? I'm always looking to take things to the next level. So 5-day challenge, complete success. I want to see you guys, I want to see how your accounts look after 30 days of that. 30 days of you guys freaking jumping in, accountability every single day. I'm talking like posting, people jumping in, posting. I'm talking about 30 days of this. And if you think you saw a difference in your account after 5 days, imagine 30 straight days. Your follower count will go up, your interaction will go up, your activity on your account is going to cause it to edge up on the algorithm, possibly seeing you get more visibility among more people, thus driving more people to your account. I mean, this is going to be an exercise in, what's a good word for perseverance, I guess? That's a good word. Tenacity, perseverance, big words. You know, I got an English degree, so sometimes I tend to have big words. And I want it to be great. So I want to have weekly prizes, kind of like the one we just had, this 5-day thing. I want to have the same thing, and not just any prizes, I mean good prizes. And I'm looking into the legalities of everything right now, but I want to have a grand prize of $500 at the end for somebody who posted every day, interacted every day. And not only that, but I plan on having weekly meetings with everybody who is involved, and I can help them out on their Instagrams as well. We can maybe have a little mini class or mini course going on. I got a bunch of modules I am filming that I'm setting up for a future bigger project that's, you know, maybe a couple months down the road. You know, I'm always thinking as far ahead as I can. And I'll share some of those with you to help you grow your account, everything that you can do, you know, on your own, in addition to helping others, so you can get right off. You could just take off running based on some of the tips that I give you. And like I said, weekly prizes, grand prize at the end. So 30 days, I haven't set a date yet, and we're still looking into some of the nuances of it, but I'm really hoping that, you know, we can take this off and bring it to the next level. So with that said, that's what I'm looking forward to in the future. Again, thanks to everybody who participated in the challenge, and I'm glad to have finished or shared with you what I did at VidCon. And whenever I go into these things, I'll be more than happy to jump on and, you know, share these with you or whatever. But unless anyone's got any questions or anything going on, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. So I really appreciate those who watched me tonight, appreciate those who showed up for the challenge, and we'll be talking to you soon. So have a great night.